Next up is Tanya Homman, Chief Provider Enrollment Division for the Department of Healthcare Services. She is here to present the Provider Application and Validation for Enrollment System, commonly known as PAVE. The PAVE solution is transforming the way the Department of Healthcare Services enrolls a wide range of healthcare service providers into California's largest healthcare delivery system, the Medi-Cal program. Give a warm welcome to Tanya Homman.
Good morning. I'm always very happy to have a few minutes to brag about what we're doing in Department of Healthcare Services with our innovation with PAVE. PAVE is the Provider Application and Validation for Enrollment System, which we use to enroll providers serving, obviously, the largest healthcare delivery system in the state of California. So just to put it in perspective of how this IT innovation is truly transforming what we do, I want to give you a little bit of background about California. We do serve 14.3 million beneficiaries in the state through two delivery models, fee-for-service and managed care. Managed care is contracted health plans, and the fee-for-service is what I deal with, which is 21% of the Medicaid population. We do enroll just in fee-for-service, 154,000 providers of all different types. And with an annual claim submission of 140 million claims, paying out $350 million every week. So it's very important that our processes are efficient and accurate at all times. Now, this is the Department of Healthcare Services organizational chart. I'm one of those little boxes there you see on the third column. I am responsible for the enrollment of the fee-for-service providers, but you have these other divisions that also do an enrollment component for the fee-for-service that eventually comes to me through a transmittal. We also have other state departments that do a fee-for-service enrollment for us as well. And we need to very efficiently manage the process. We are hoping that the PAVE solution eventually will be rolled out to all of these other divisions and departments so they can also use it and have a centralized solution for all fee-for-service Medicaid providers. So a little bit about the facts in my shop. We receive about 2,200 applications every single month, all in paper. It is a manual process, and we have a very short time frame to make a decision, normally 90 to 180 days. But that decision does not mean that it is an approval or denial. 80% of those decisions is a return to the provider because it's incomplete information, attachments are missing, verifications that are required to make a decision. And so it becomes very time-consuming. We send it out to the provider back in paper, snail mail. They have 60 days to respond. They respond back, we have another 60 days. So this 90 to 180-day period can really extend to an approval or a denial, sometimes even up to 2 years, which is really ineffective. And it doesn't allow our providers to provide services to our needy beneficiaries. So this is very frustrating to our providers. They're not happy with our efficiencies. We don't have the ability to provide one-on-one customer service to them. Everything is done by leaving a voicemail message or sending an email. Sometimes the wait is so long that they think we didn't receive an application, then they submit another application, further complicating our problem. This is an example of one application that we receive. This is a group application. You see that center packet, that's the application. And to the left and to the right, those 4 stacks are actually supporting documents. This is one application, and we get 1 count for it. So we really needed a good solution that would automate us. The Medicaid program has been around since the mid-1960s. It's always been paper. Obviously, state and federal laws have continued to be built upon us, and we need to keep up with that in order to continue to receive some federal funding. So we needed a solution that addressed the real issues that both my staff internally faced, as well as our providers who are trying to become a provider in Medicaid. So it needed to be user-centric. And we established the vision, mission, and goals to be very focused in our workload, having efficiencies with the workflows, with automated screening. It needed to be flexible. It needed to be changed on the fly if state or federal law changed. to meet the federal requirements. We also want to increase our minor maturity level, ad hoc reporting, complete automation, all of those wonderful things that we know IT solutions can bring to our business workflow. This is an example. So PAVE is 4 modules. It has the portal, which is outward facing for the providers to enroll, and the internal is screening, enrollment, and then monthly monitoring that it's required under federal law. This is the outward facing PAVE portal, where it begins the discussion with that enrollee saying, what do you want to do? I'm a new provider, I'm an existing provider wanting to make a change. Whatever your answer is, the solution starts to automatically walk you through the process, expanding and collapsing any questions relevant to who you are and what you are trying to do with the department. So the guessing game of which form do I use, does this question apply to me, do I need to attach this information, is gone. This significantly reduces the amount of time and effort and incomplete applications received by the department. And this also is the outward facing. I wanted to show this because to the far right you see that column. This tells the provider where they are in the application. A complete circle means it's complete, you're good to go. An incomplete circle means you still have work to do, and a half circle says you're halfway there. But also the very top of the screen shows you the completion rate. So you have 2 completion rates, the questions that are answered and the attachments that you're including in your application. Once you have received 100% in those, then you're able to submit the application. So you're assured that the questions have been answered and that attachments have been attached for that application. It also provides you in-context tutorials throughout the application and also hover help to give you the guidance that you need on understanding why that is needed or what you need to do. In this screenshot, what you see here is the case management that the provider has. They're able to look all of their applications that are pending with the department, that are active with the department, or that are in progress by that provider. They're able to take several actions on that particular application or open it up in its entirety and do additional work on it. Now this screenshot, so after the provider has completed the application, 100% completion, they're able to submit the application, we receive it, and it has already done the automated screening up against many different databases, exclusionary databases, licensing boards, all the elements that we are checking on a manual basis today, or were. And the risk scoring helps us identify those providers that we should target a little bit faster or closer because maybe they should not be participating in the program. This also allows my staff to, when there's a mismatch of information from the screening, it allows my staff to go directly into that source of data, go to that website, see what the disparity is, and snapshot the information and save it to the case file as a historical document of validating what we've found. After the enrollment is occurred, all of this is done electronically. If we have to return something to the provider, it's electronic. They respond electronically. They can message us. They can receive a response within 24 hours versus many weeks. But after enrollment, we are also required to monitor all of our providers. As I mentioned, we have 154,000 providers. But we're also required to monitor on a monthly basis all of their managers, owners, controlling interest, and agents. So in a manual environment, this is just impossible to do. With the monitoring, we implemented this module in February of 2015, and it has been absolutely excellent. We did an ROI on this module alone, and we determined that we were saving $2.5 million per month just by doing this monitoring. So we had been paying out a lot of funds to providers that had not reported some changes in their status that made them ineligible to participate. So we're very excited about what PAVE is bringing to the department and the efficiencies. The architecture of PAVE is absolutely all social. Social forms, social technology, the collaboration within an organization, they can communicate, and that information would never be visible to me, but I too can communicate as I'm processing an application with supervisors, A&I, administrative hearing and appeals, our legal office, et cetera. So the modularity of the PAVE solution is through a SaaS cloud-based, and it is interoperable as well. I'm running out of time, so I'm going a little fast. The modularity is a unique business perspective for us. It is absolutely business-centric, focused on me. It's innovation-focused, so we had to really listen to our partners because as a business person, we don't know what is available. It is configurable functionality, interoperable, and we can expand or replace any standalone system without affecting us. So we're very pleased with PAVE. Please come by and see us at T16. We have some videos there to share with you, and I hope to talk to you at the booth. Thank you very much.